From easy ones to ones that call for intense preparation and commitment, challenges come in all forms. You're going to see some of the hardest tasks of all time today. So let's go. Swinging bridge. Perhaps after watching videos like this, you've thought, that seems simple. I would never stumble. But you're not aware of the true difficulty of it. This appears to be quite straightforward. You walk across a bridge that is hung far above the ground and bounces and swings. Your goal? To reach the opposite end without losing your balance. It sounds simple, doesn't it? However, as soon as you're on the bridge, you discover that it's not at all simple. The movement is what strikes you first. With each step you take, the bridge swings violently. The secret to success is knowing the bridge's dynamics. You may stand wherever on it. Every position has its own set of difficulties. Maintaining your position in the middle is quite difficult. It's not something that everyone can accomplish. And for those that do, it seems like they have perfected some kind of hidden skill. Take a look at them. They move across the wobbling bridge with an almost magical elegance, as if they are floating. Unhooking challenge. To receive a gold bar for a few bucks seems quite alluring, don't you think? However, it's not as simple as it sounds. In the unhooking challenge, you have to squeeze a bar of gold via a tiny hole in a glass cube. The cube is shaped to fit your hand, and the boundaries of the hole are separated by a mere few millimeters. The challenge is that you can't grip the bar in the way that is usual. Using only the tips of your fingers, you must extend out your fingers and raise the approximately 10 kg lump of gold. It's a strength and dexterity test where you have to move the bar slowly without losing it. It may seem silly, but someone consistently does it flawlessly. You may be wondering if they developed special finger muscles for this kind of thing. Actually, it requires a remarkable degree of endurance, skill, and finger strength. It's interesting to watch others try this difficult task. Their painstaking attempts to lift the gold bar show the focus on their features. Every millimeter counts, and one mistake might mean having to start over from scratch. Maintaining composure and concentration under stress is essential to getting the gold bar out. Water sack challenge. An incredible substitute for bull riding exists that puts your power, stamina, and determination to the test in a way that will stick with you. The water sack challenge welcomes you. Your objective is to cling to a bag dangling over a body filled with water for as much time as you can while it is hanging from a rope. There's a cunning twist though. Multiple people will pull on that rope in an attempt to knock you off balance and plunge you into the waters below. A line of contestants forms, all excited to take on the sack. The sack is thrown into the air as soon as a competitor has hold of it. The rope is tugged in a variety of directions as soon as the tugging starts. The thrilling aspect of this task is how unpredictable the sack's movements can be. You could be quietly wobbling for a split second and then suddenly being forcibly yanked to the side. With all of their strength, the rope pullers yank and tug to knock the competitor off. Cash Cube Challenge. Entering a glass box while currency is flying all around you at breakneck rates. There's a catch. You have 1 minute to seize as much cash as you can. Once inside the cash cube, many find that winning big involves technique, even if it initially appears to be a simple way to earn quick money. Participants experiment with various techniques. While some people only grab banknotes hungrily, others conceal money in pockets and bags. As this lady here demonstrates, the most effective approach is, ironically, to do nothing at all. It is said that you can earn as much as $204 in a minute doing this. This is an actual instance of the proverb, "Don't chase money, let it come to you." Anxious grasping might look as an effective technique, but it frequently leads to lost opportunities. The secret is to maintain composure and let the cash come into your lap or arms on their own. This gentleman mastered the method, gathering a substantial quantity with little effort. Thus, keep in mind the Money Cube Challenge next time you find yourself in a situation where things feel out of your control. Relentlessly waiting for things to come to you might occasionally result in unexpected success. Stick Catching Challenge. Here is the Stick Catching Challenge for you. A test designed to test your reflexes and flexibility. It might seem easy enough at first. Catch the dropping sticks. But once you are up against the machine, you have to face the fact that it's harder than it seems. Catching as many sticks as you can before they fall down is the task. The excitement mounts as you get ready to face the task. It's obvious that you'll need to be fast, focused, and accurate, but you never really know how hard the work is going to be till the first stick falls. There are no breaks from the machine. It's meant to keep you alert and force you to respond and adjust quickly. It's captivating to watch a talented person in action. They move in a smooth, dance-like manner. They move with ease to catch each stick as if they have an innate awareness of where it will fall. Try this challenge whenever you come across it and see whether you've got the skills it takes to grab those dropping sticks as quickly and accurately as a superhero. Chess in an ice hole. Do you want to up the odds in chess? Imagine engaging in this age-old pastime within an ice cave. This is Chess in an Ice Hole Challenge, where participants compete against the weather as well as one another in icy water. Players first cut a hole in a thick layer of ice. The chessboard is positioned on a tiny platform that fits perfectly into the hole. After stripping down to their underwear, the players sit on opposing sides of the board and submerge themselves in the frigid water. The impact of the cold sets in quickly, making it challenging to stay composed and focused long enough to play the game. The feeling of playing is significantly changed while seated in icy water. It's difficult to maneuver the pieces of chess precisely when coldness numbs the fingers. Shivering is nearly uncontrolled, and every breath feels like a needle. It's an exciting sight for those in attendance. Warmly attired, the spectators cheer on the players while consuming hot beverages. However, they had no idea of the challenges that these players were facing. Stop the Timer Challenge. If he can do that, why can't we? The Stop the Timer Challenge may appear to be quite easy. Given that the timer already indicates the current time, you could believe that pausing it is simple. It seems simple, doesn't it? But reality is much more difficult. People frequently hit the button too soon because they are overly thrilled. However, some people wait more than is necessary. This game is the best way to gauge how quickly and accurately you can react. For the fortunate handful who timed it perfectly, it's an absolutely thrilling moment. In addition to basking in the spotlight, they often get a complimentary drink. Isn't it cool? Do you believe you can succeed at this challenge? Pull-ups challenge. If you find doing pull-ups on a bar difficult, brace yourself for an even more demanding activity of stamina and power. It's much harder than it looks to hang on a bar for a full 100 seconds. Your arms get stiff with every second that goes by. Your body weight drags you down further, and the cheers and countdowns that are supposed to uplift you instead serve as a distraction. You must remain suspended over the bar for a full minute. You cannot swing or put your feet down. It's just gravity's pull. The bar, and you. Cheese Rolling Festival. This is no ordinary race. In this event, participants pursue a 9-pound double Gloucester cheese wheel that is rocketing down a 200-yard steep hill. Sounds easy enough? Think again. This crazy race takes place on Cooper's Hill, which is notorious for its dangerous slope and uneven terrain. The cheese can reach speeds of excess to 70 miles per hour, and competitors frequently end up falling, flipping, and smashing their way toward the finishing line. The catchers at the bottom play an important role. Their task is to protect the participants, and they frequently dive to save individuals who are falling violently. To keep everyone safe, a true team effort is required. It's crazy. You merely hope to stay upright because you have no control over your speed. But it's a ton of fun. The excitement is incredible. Botaoshi game. Brace yourself to watch Botaoshi, one of the most violent and exciting ancient sports in Japan. The rules are clear yet difficult. While the opposing team attempts to seize the little pole, one team protects it. The catch is that the opposing side loses outright if the pole tilts by a certain degree. Employing themselves as a wall, the defending side builds an intimate circle around the pole. The attacking team, meanwhile, is getting ready for a full-on assault with the goal of tilting the pole by any means necessary, except for striking and rough play, which are absolutely forbidden. The attackers don't take long. Running for the pole, they use force to get there as they crawl over one another in a human ladder. With every bit of power, opponents brace themselves to hold the pole intact. As the pole tilts, the tension increases. Attackers intensify their attempts while defenders scramble and dig in. With the outcome of the game in jeopardy, every second counts. If you find yourself in Japan, take full advantage of the opportunity to observe, or if you're very daring, even take part in it. Pole race. An exciting and amusing task that has been a part of the St. Peter's Festival for nearly a century. The rules of the game are clear. Players attempt one by one to walk down a pole coated with grease in order to retrieve a flag at the end of the pole. The pole is extremely slippery and practically impossible to stay on due to its heavy layer of grease coating. However, that doesn't stop these crazy folks from trying to do their best. The majority of the time, competitors slip and splash into the water, much to the amusement of viewers. Every tumble is greeted with laughs and cheers as it's filled with good humor. It is really slick. Just when you think everything is going okay, boom. However, every now and then someone is able to advance a little farther and makes their way in the direction of the flag. The audience's applause intensifies, motivating them and offering hope for a triumphant moment. These tasks may appear unachievable, but they all require skill, planning, and perhaps a little bit of luck. Think you might beat any of them? Please let us know and share your experiences in the comments section.